Train by day, Kyle Wigginton podcast by night, all day.
Ralph Morris.
Or Ralph Morris Jr. if you're feeling nasty. Nah, just play.
Yeah, so you were a boom op. You were saying you're not built for that?
No, that's built for slender, small guys. And I'm a big, thick motherfucker. And I'm trying to hold up that mic. And man, my fucking hands was wiggling and shit. I'm like, oh, gotta hold this shot.
You would think that if you're big and strong, though, you could have the muscles to hold it up.
Yeah, but it's all about like stabilization in like your core, which shit, I've been working out. And I come from working out.
Today?
Well, yeah, early this morning.
Yeah.
And
I get my little workout in the morning too.
Yeah. So I was in the military, so I'm used to working out. But I'm
Did they get you into the mode? Like, is that what got you into working out?
No, it started out, let me see, probably around 7th or 6th grade. Like, as I was husky, all right? I wasn't as slender.
You're a big boy.
As yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, Mom, I want some weights so I don't have breasts anymore because people are making fun of me. And she's like, don't worry about what they say, you know? And so I started off there, and in 7th grade, I was playing basketball, and I just wanted to get stronger and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And
so it carried on in high school. Then when I went to the military, I went 2003, and I ended up meeting somebody that was an amateur bodybuilder.
Okay.
So I learned how to do everything the right way, you know, and that kicked me off. And yeah, man, and I just been into it. But as like the years went on, probably like a few years back, I stopped working out, and I would like kick it up every now and then. And now this is my resolution to get in performance ready shape.
What does that mean to you?
Meaning, excuse me, I don't mean to on your mic, but basically what that means to me is to be agile, not muscular like I used to be. Like, 'cause I was like fit, like really, really fit. And that shit's just a lot of work, man.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Yeah. Like, not so much the dieting, but just I was working out literally like a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
So like, man, I'll finish, and the next day, like, all this shit be sore. Everything is sore. And I would I would have to put on the icy hot, like, my muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't want to do that much work. Like, I just want to be more healthy.
Just be in shape.
Yeah.
Healthy and in shape.
Yeah.
That's how I work out nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do fitness competitions as well, physique competitions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing the same thing, working out twice a day, eating everything the best I could.
Yeah.
And I was in great shape then, but it takes a lot of work. And the diet was the hardest part for me because I love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm eating like bland chicken and asparagus for like 4 meals a day, like that was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
But I did that for a long fucking time. And nowadays, whenever I work out, I literally just work out to stay healthy and in shape.
Right. Yeah. So since you did performance ready, working out, who was your favorite bodybuilder?
Oh, I don't follow any bodybuilders.
Well, I'm weird.
Yeah. You follow bodybuilders?
No. So when I was into it, that's when I was following it. Like I told you, like probably like I'm saying this had to be like 2005. There was like an amateur guy I met, and shit, I would buy the magazines and look at all the stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's how I want to be. Da, 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 da. And
it's good to have idols.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also played basketball in college. Too.
Really?
Yeah, and my buddies were always watching basketball. I just never really got into watching people do things. I've always been the guy that like wants to go do it rather than just like watch people. So I mean, I think that's something that I've just carried through life with me. So even watching basketball, I never really got into that as well. Yeah. I think it's healthy to have idols. Like you need to have someone to look at and go, this is like the pillar of what I want to go for.
Yeah. Something to aspire to, or just like a standard of performance.
So who was your favorite bodybuilder then?
So
I know Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, that's like the staple. He's a guy that bench press 1,000 pounds. Squatted 1,000 pounds. And
and now he's paying for it because if you see him getting around now, he's like a fucking old man.
Yeah, I seen him on Rogan, bro. And
he looked rough.
Shit, that motherfucker. I was like, man, and even if you follow just like the fitness community on YouTube, should you really start to see that shit is not healthy? Like from just all of the stuff they put in their bodies to like trying to push your body to the limits, man. It's just like it's not good on your heart. And shit, there's so many bodybuilders that's been dying in the last couple of years. So yeah.
Yeah, the steroids they take are rough. I had some guys that I went to college with and they got on steroids pretty heavy and they're dead.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, but it's part of it, you know. That's the life. They wanted the gains really quick, so they took that risk, and that's what happens when you want the gains really fast like that. Like me, I've never taken anything except pre-workout.
Yeah,
and I've got gains, but over an extended amount of time, so it's been longer. But that also gives me longevity of life. One of the craziest things about the bodybuilders that I see is that they blow their joints out. They overwork their joints and things. So when you look at Ronnie Coleman, you know, now he gets around so bad because the amount of weight, this amount of stress he was putting on his joints, like literally fried his ligaments and tendons.
Right.
The tendons, not ligaments and tendons.
A snap, crackle, and pop. But man, the only thing I would take is a pre-workout, water, and I tried a little bit of creatine. I was like, I don't really give a fuck about all this shit.
I mean, you don't really have to take creatine. Look at me. I've never taken creatine in my life, and I got some pretty big pop nuts.
Right.
Yeah, pop nuts, baby. I had this thing I used to say. I used to say to people in the French Quarter, they would be asking me like how my day was. I used to bartend in the French Quarter, and I'd be like, yeah, it's not very good. I went to the doctor today, and he said I had some tumors.
Tumors? Oh no.
Yeah, and they're like, where do you have tumors at? And I'm like, one right here and one right here.
That's right. They're growing daily as I push this muscle. You know, chicken, broccoli, rice.
My tumors.
Lots of all right. Arnold. Arnold.
Tumors.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, man. So you went to the military. Like how was that? I mean, I know what I see on like movies and TV and shit, but I've never been in the military. Like, was it pretty rough?
I was in the Navy, and the plan was to go into the Air Force and get out of my mama's house, and I ended up in the Navy. And
is that a branch of the Navy?
What?
The Air Force?
No. So
they do have jets, right?
The Air Force is like predominantly jets, but the Navy is all encompassing. So it's land, air, sea.
Okay.
And so I went into the Navy, and I just was trying to get the fuck out of Louisiana. And ironically enough, the first ship I was on was the USS Shreveport. So I was like, I can never fucking escape this motherfucker. Boot camp, now that I'm looking back on it, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was, but just dealing with the stress of like somebody yelling in your face and you having to really overcome yourself. That was a great experience. And it taught me that I can do whatever I want as long as I just focus and I put my mind to it. So boot camp, it was crazy because I would meet a lot of different folks from like all over the country. Motherfuckers was gang members and all that shit. And whenever they would have to get what's called a peanut butter shot, which is a what is it? It's a I forgot exactly what it is, but they shoot you in the ass. And them motherfuckers was full. Like, oh my God, like falling out and all that type of shit.
Like a syringe?
Yeah,
like your vaccines or something.
Yeah. I'm trying to think exactly what it is. It's a vaccine that's like known for it escapes me at the moment. But it's
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. That's just like the nickname for it. It's something that they use for sexually transmitted diseases. Not like
it's like an antibiotic or something?
Yeah. I'm trying to think exactly what it is.
Let's give it a quick Google.
Yeah, Google is our best friend. We cannot be dumb with smartphones.
I mean, I feel like AI really is, but
yes.
A mandatory injection given to Army recruits during basic training. The shot contains a yellow colorized antibiotic called penicillin G.
That's what it is.
Benzenthine.
That's what it is. Penicillin. I don't know why, like I couldn't think about it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, man, but you would see all these guys and
like, why would they just give that to you randomly in the beginning?
I'm not sure, bro. Like
the whole vaccine thing. If we're gonna go into that,
good.
I think it's a very weird thing, and the reason I think it's weird is
you're gonna get flagged, but you know
that's okay. I mean, it's not monetized anyway,
gotcha.
Who cares? I think it's weird because I've always been like on the fence. I've been like, I get vaccines, they're cool and all, but whenever I read this guy named not Robert Sapolsky, I can't remember his name now.
Google is our friend.
Well, yeah, I can't even remember what his name is, so I can't Google it. Bro. But he wrote a paper, and in the paper he had a quote in it that said, "We'll soon have a vaccine that cuts the human being off from the soul."
Wow,
that's a direct quote from the paper, and I actually went and found the paper and read the paper as well. And the paper is really eye-opening.
Yeah,
because he talks about like how a vaccine would cut you off from like your etheric body and stuff and your astral body. Really cool stuff. Very hard to read because this guy was super intelligent, whoever the fuck he was. But this guy was alive in like the early 1900s.
Okay.
So that was like right before the first worldwide inoculations happened vaccine wise.
Okay.
So that's my theory is that whenever we started worldwide vaccinations, that what we started doing was making obedient slaves.
Yes.
So I think that whenever you give these, you take an army and you give them a vaccine right off the cuff, you're doing it so that they will listen to your orders rather than have their own thoughts.
I agree with that. And we took a lot of different things, especially when I went overseas. It was this one shot that we took. I'm not sure if it was a tetanus shot, but it's something they inject in your arm and your skin bubbles up for like a week, and that's how they know that it works. But yeah, I agree with that sentiment that, first of all, we don't know what's in the vaccines. I can understand certain things in regards to like, all right, well, let's make sure you don't get malaria or something like that. But
well, the reason you take antibiotics is because you're sick.
Yeah.
Like you're sick and you take antibiotics. You don't take antibiotics whenever you're not sick.
Right.
So the fact that they're giving you antibiotics when you just get in the military doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever.
No. And like even the processing station is almost like a version of jail. Like, cause what happens is they herd you off a bus, yelling and screaming to make sure that you're in a state of chaos, and then they take you through all of these different stations. So it's like the first station is like the processing where like you get your information. They give you everything is based on like your social security number. So your social security number, you're gonna know that shit like the back of your hand, and then they do a strip where you have to remove each and every article of clothing, and it's folks that's next to you.
So butt naked.
Yes. Then they're going to give you their clothes to wear, which is called your PT attire. So you're going to have like a white t-shirt, blue shorts, flip-flops, shoes, all that stuff. Look at these hoes. Shut up. But and then you're gonna like finally get a division, and my division was all male, which was fucking weird, but it is what it is. And some of the groups are they're co-ed, but they don't want you to do nothing that would like make you stick out from anybody else. So they want everybody to look uniform. So let's say as soon as you get in, they shave off all of your hair to make sure you shave your face. And let's say you try to line yourself up, like with a razor and all that type of shit. So you get in trouble. Yeah. Like my group of guys got in trouble. Like, who's been lining you guys up? And then it was like, oh, it's all right, shit. they'll give us an IT session, which is intensive training. They'll lock everybody in a room, shut all the windows. They'll turn on the heat and just endless exercise, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, electric chairs, fucking all that shit. So yeah.
Just trying to get you ready for whatever could come at you, I guess, for combat wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know?
It's really interesting. One of the things you said, where as soon as you get off the bus, they'll start yelling at you, and then they herd you through this room to give you the vaccines and stuff.
Yeah,
like it's almost like what happened on a large scale with the planet whenever the COVID thing happened. Like they're constantly like fear mongering you, telling you like you're gonna die, you're gonna die, and then go get this vaccine. So it's almost like they want you in that heightened fear state. Before they give you this vaccine too.
So you can make a rational decision.
It's interesting. I don't know. I can't put all the pieces together yet, but I'm slowly formatting an idea of kind of what happens and what goes on.
Right. Yeah. It's like when you think about the news, like the news is nothing but fear mongering. Is to keep you afraid and to not think outside of what they're feeding you. Even with social media, it's almost like social engineering. And now with the algorithm, like you can just feed yourself all of this stuff, but you shouldn't see things like my theory is like the reason why Gen Z have this like aversion to adults is because when I was growing up, you never seen what your parents did. So like for me, my mom would go to work. She would make me dinner, and you know she was a authoritative figure. But I've never seen her in a setting where she's letting loose, having fun, like like twerking online or something like that. So it's like if you see all of these,
they have more class.
Yeah. So it's like now the kids get to see, like, you know, the adults do whatever they do, dance, pop that pussy on OnlyFans or whatever the fuck. And it's like, you can't really tell me what to do. Like, cause I can see what you're doing.
You're doing the same thing.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
That's an interesting thought that the kids don't really have, I would say, good role models.
Yeah. But there's also a flip side of that. Like, I'm a millennial, so I envy Gen Z to a certain extent. Here's the reason why. They get to watch their heroes in real time versus my ass had to wait until the magic wore off. Like, I didn't like Diddy, Britney Spears, Will Smith. All these motherfuckers are kooks. Like, and you don't know until like that image of them, it shatters. So yeah,
I see what you mean. Like we think that these guys are mightier than thou.
Yeah,
but then we see they're just humans.
Humans, just like us. Will Smith had a fucking human moment by slapping a motherfucker, like because his bitch wanted to fuck a younger motherfucker. Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. That shit was wild. So yeah.
Or even Bill Cosby, like him.
Yes.
Like what the shit he did.
Man. And it's like, and I watched the documentary, and the funniest thing was listening to a white woman describe how he drugged her. Like the way that she was describing it was like, you know, he drugged me and then just bent me over. And I'm like, wow. I was like, man.
How quick does it work?
It must work pretty quick, which is the reason why they call it Spanish fly. Like, as it flies right to your mind and it knocks your ass the fuck out.
I saw a clip of him one time. He was at Hugh Hefner's mansion. And Hugh Hefner, he pulls this like vial out, and it's on camera. And he's like, Hef, I want to give you something. And Hef was like, eh? And he put drops in, I think it might have been in Hef's drink or in his mouth, one.
Oh, shit.
But he gave Hef some of this shit. And yeah, he was just passing out to everybody around there. I was like, Jesus Christ, like he really did this.
Yeah, that's like, what was crazy is that was apparently the drug of the time. So he might have thought it was something normal, but I'm like, I don't know about getting women fucking alleviated and then you fucking them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know about that, man. So yeah.
Yeah, it's weird also how drugs do. They come and go with time. Like I think Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I've heard about through Wolf of Wall Street, but apparently that was a huge drug back then too.
Yeah, it was huge in the 80s, but 70s and all that shit.
Before my time.
Yeah, mine's also. There's actually a comedian by the name of The Wizard, and his set is about, you remember them fucking Quaaludes? Oh, you gonna get them Quaaludes tonight? I'm like, motherfucker, the Quaaludes went away in the 80s. Like, I was like, there's no more Quaaludes that's on the market. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Wild.
There's got to be some way you can remake those. It's just a chemical formula.
Probably.
Look, I'm asking AI.
Maybe on the dark web. AI, find us Quaaludes.
AI, find me the formula for Quaaludes.
Right. I mean, the cereal will be like, okay, no problem.
Then I'm on a list. I'm flagged.
Right. You're like, Kyle wanted Quaaludes.
Bro,
get them.
all the shit that I ask AI, I'm already on a fucking list somewhere.
Like, what'd you ask?
Oh, I mean, we don't even want to say it on here.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to worry about that, but we're going to talk about the vaccine.
Let me just say that AI is really smart.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Scary smart.
Mm-hmm. Which one do you use?
I have one on here. It's called, I use ChatGPT, obviously.
Me too.
Yeah, it's the big one on the computer. But I have one on my phone called AI Chat. And I think it might be ChatGPT too. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's that's ChatGPT.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my threads are different, obviously, because I'm not signing this with the same account.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I fucking ask it all kind of stuff, man.
Right. Yeah.
I love it. I love it way better than Google. Like I would rather ask AI what I asked it earlier than Google, because I think with Google you have these you have to dig through a bunch of answers.
Yes.
Where AI is like direct.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you need clarification on it, you can literally ask AI, give me more clarification on that. You don't even have to ask the question again.
Right.
It remembers the chat and gives you the clarification. You know, like I actually used it to write a book one time. I told it. I also used it to write a guide for how to become a stand-up comedian. I
actually used it to write a business proposal for an open mic.
Yeah, so you can do all kind of stuff. The guides for how to be a musician and how to be a stand-up comedian are on our Discord, another of our Discord. If anyone ever wants to get on there, check them out. But yeah, basically got on there and said, if I was going to be a stand-up comedian in the year 2024, how would I do it? And it basically broke it down into 10 chapters. Then I said, okay, now write chapter 1.
Wow.
Write chapter 2. Write chapter 3. And within like fucking 15 minutes, I had a full proposal for like how to do this thing.
That you can sell.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sell it. We give it away for free here.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah. I mean, I want to help people out as much as I can. But yeah, there will be people that would sell that.
Hell yeah, man. Shit. Motherfuckers right now are trying to like hawk books. Like, man, look, you need to buy my book if you want to get good at stand-up. I'm like, but you're on the same level as us, motherfucker. Like, nah, ain't nobody gonna buy your book.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, so you went from military. How did you get out of the military? You just did your years and got out?
Yeah. So initially I went in for 4 and but I got screwed by my recruiter. I didn't know nothing about
always.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
like, what do you think they get out of that? You think they get extra money or some shit?
They have to meet a quota. And what it is the only person in my family that was in the military was a uncle that was in the Marines, but he was more of like a derelict. Like he was in like the Korean War or Vietnam or something like that, man. And his mind was shot. And so during that era of like 2002, 3, like research, like the knowledge wasn't readily at your fingertips where you can just Google or just look at like a YouTube video. What was your experience in the military? So I was just like, man, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to go to college, but I want to figure out life and see the world and figure out how to be a man. And so my ASVAB, I think it wasn't high enough to get a job. So he was just like, all right, man, listen, this is all you gonna do, yada, yada, yada. And I ended up being a seaman apprentice. So it's like the lowest of the low where you have to work your way up. So I went in and I was on a LPD, which is an amphibious docking ship where they drop off like Marines on the coast of freaking Kuwait or wherever we at war at. And I basically had to strike another rate, which is find a job and then you go do your training. Then they transfer you from your first ship over to either a squadron or another ship. So yeah, it was crazy just like starting off like that. Like as I had never really traveled or nothing like that. I wasn't around, wasn't away from my mom for a hella long. So it was just like a trial by fire where it's like you really have to learn yourself and you get, like I got broken down and built back up basically. But yeah.
Was it cool to see a different part of the world?
Yes. So my first deployment, I went to Africa, Malta, London as the ice builds. London, Italy, Spain, Bahrain, Dubai, and some other places. Like, and it was a lot
What did you guys do? You just pull up and like hang out there for a week and then leave?
It takes a while just to even get across the sea.
Yeah.
So it probably took, because I was stationed in Virginia, and it took us probably like 3 months just to get in certain areas. So
what do you do every day on the ship? You just like wake up and...
So, all right. So I was in the deck division, which is basically, if you're familiar with, what is that? Stevedoring or like longshoreman work where they go off and they just do stuff. So I was a deckhand, basically. So I would drive the ship. I would have to do all of the maintenance on the ship, and we would have to do wellcat ops, which is when the vessel opens up in the back, it takes on water, and the Marines are on like a I want to say hoverboard, but it's not a hoverboard. It's like some fucking shit with a I don't know. I can't think of what it is, but they're like on this like floating shit. Like, and they come in the ship and they close it up, let out all the water. Then like they get off, yada yada yada.
So it wasn't like a huge ship. It was like a smaller one.
No, my first one was like relatively small. Wasn't as small as like a destroyer, but it was small. But my first time going up the gangway was like I was like climbing the stairway to heaven. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. But now that I look back on it, yeah, that shit wasn't even that big. My second ship.
How big are we talking here? Like, if you had to compare it to a vehicle outside, like how many?
It was bigger than all that.
But yeah, so, how many?
Let's say vehicle.
Yeah, so like that silver vehicle right across the, what is that, like a 4Runner or something?
Oh yeah, it's what like so it would be like probably this whole block.
Okay, so it's a big ship.
Yeah, it's a big, and the height would be like probably like 4 or 5 stories.
Okay, so that's a pretty big ship.
Yeah,
and you're on that for 3 months going across the ocean.
Yeah, and you would like feel the boat sway.
Yeah,
you know, and all that stuff. And ironically, I never got seasick though.
So you spend 3 months getting over to a place, and you're there for how many days?
It depends on a command. So sometimes we might just get a break to dock, and you just go out and
it's like a day,
maybe a week. So I think the longest was when we was in Italy or Spain or something like that. We were like there for maybe a week or two, you know, but
and like what for? I mean, do they tell you guys why you're there? Cause
we would pick up like supplies. Yeah. Supplies. We would correspond with other military bases that was in the area. Like, cause U.S. military has bases all over the motherfucker. And so sometimes it was just for leisure.
So I mean, but like you guys would just go to patrol the seas.
Yeah.
Like that's my question. Is like, why in the hell do you have to like just go to a place? Like, there's got to be a reason you're going there. 'Cause that's a lot of fuel. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of like manpower to like just cruise around the ocean.
Right. So when I went, it was Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Okay.
So we would guard the coast. This is when we're not docked, like at a port. So we would guard the coast, be on watch. Like I even stood watch, like with guns and all that shit, and just like prepare if there's a military threat. Mm-hmm. And ironically, I've heard, but I don't know how true this is, being in a ship would be the safest place. But I'm like, how? Like, cause it don't move that fast.
Right. It's like a moving target.
Yeah.
But it's probably made with like thick ass steel that can withstand most bullets.
Yeah.
Probably not huge bombs, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, didn't one just get sank? Or no, it was a Russian ship that just got sank by a kamikaze drone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like there's some stuff going on right now.
Yeah, it is. And I'm not in tune with none of it.
Right. You're happy to be out.
Yeah. Like if I would have listened to my mom, I would have did a quick 10 years and got out. But I was like, no, I miss home.
How long were you in for? Like 5?
5.
Yeah.
Years. Yeah.
What's the difference in 10? You get like more money when you get out or something?
So if you're out in 10, you get a retirement. But if you like do your 20 or 30, you get more money. Maybe like 20, you get like 50%, 75%. And I think 30, it inches up to maybe the same. I don't know. One of my partners in the military that's still in, he's been in for 22 and he was about to get out this year, but
this might be a good year to get the fuck out.
That's what I think, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, with all the shit that's fixing to start popping off. Like,
yeah. So
with the tension in the world right now, you never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it almost feels like we're on the brink of World War III.
Yeah, I truly believe that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to be a nasty one.
Yeah, and hopefully we're not in the middle of it. But I don't know, man. Should they say that the U.S. is a superpower, but with Brazil, Russia, and
China.
Yeah, they're like doing this thing where they're like collaborating or something. I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that, they do say U.S. is a superpower, and we spend an absorbent amount of money on a military budget every year. So there's really no telling what kind of weapons we have that we don't know about. Mm-hmm. So if war does start popping off, because the same can be said about other nations too.
Right.
No telling what shit they have too that we just don't know about. I think that if when things start popping off, we're going to see some true devastation. And I don't think it's going to be in the middle of it. I think it's just all going to go kaboom. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's fucking terrifying. There's a quote that I don't know who wrote it, but it says that, war, what is it? Something like World War III will be fought with weapons that are so terrifying that World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Damn.
Like it's going to basically throw everything back in. And I think this is a cycle. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is anything new. I think that after a certain amount of years, our technology advances so far, but our brains aren't advanced. We're still the animals that want to fight and do war and stuff. And we have, leaders that are not mentally sound. Mm-hmm. So rather than talking through their issues, they go to war with each other. Mm-hmm. And I think that just throws everything back into the Stone Age again, and we just go through the cycle again. Yeah. And the technology just keeps doing this right here all through history. Until the aliens come back. And they're like, you know what, guys? Huh? Do you believe in aliens? Yeah, I believe in them. So do you think the Miami thing was real? I don't think that was real. Shit, because I look at it like, man, with all this, with everybody having phones, why would we have a grainy image from like an aerial shot? Like, I don't understand that. But I mean, think about all the people that get into fights and shit on the street and all the videos we have of that. There's no video footage of that night. Yeah, that's why I don't think that one is real. But I mean, is that not sus to you that there's no video footage of anything that happened there that night? The only one is like from an aerial view? Meaning... Like no one on the ground had their camera out. Yeah, which don't make no sense because folks That's what I'm saying. Something sus had to have happened that night because there's literally no video footage, and there's always footage of shit like this.
You're right.
One of the things that I heard that happened was that some kids built a generator of some sort, and they were trying to run it at their house, but it kept throwing the breakers at the house. They couldn't get enough power. So they went to the Miami Mall and found a way to rig it up to the Miami Mall power source.
Damn.
And when they did that, it opened up like a portal. And this portal brought some creatures in from like another dimension.
On some like Stargate shit.
Yeah, and those are the creatures that were like wandering around there. And that's why there was such a huge police force that went to this area. And they were also confiscating phones and deleting pictures and stuff. And there's actually some people who have come out and we're talking about what they saw. And like, you never know if these people are telling the truth or not. You never know if they were actually there. But they seemed like they were pretty genuine in what they were saying.
Seemed like they were legit.
And they were saying that, yes, there was some type of creature
being
that was there, and it was just kind of wandering around. Like it didn't know it didn't know why it was there.
Right. Like, how the fuck did I get here? And who are these small little ants around, you know?
Yeah, it said that it was ignoring people.
Damn.
But then there is also that I love conspiracies, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean,
but I really love the alien ones.
Well, a lot of the conspiracies are actually coming true.
It seems that way.
Like we have this thing called Project Bluebeam. Have you heard about this one? Where this could be a part of the Project Bluebeam thing.
Is that the same as the Manhattan Project?
No, Project Bluebeam is holograms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it saying that there's some way to project holograms, and that's how they're going to trick everyone into thinking that there's real aliens, but it's just going to be like fake holograms.
Yeah, it's like a way to like control the masses.
Yeah. Manhattan was the nuclear bombs.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they were also doing some I think they were doing some sus stuff with the Manhattan too, where the Navy ship one, where Nikola Tesla rigged up a Navy ship with some kind of like magnetic deal. I don't know what it is, but it like sent the Navy ship to like an alternate dimension.
Oh shit.
And when it came back, the Navy crew were like fused into the ship.
Yeah. I heard about that. Isn't Event Horizon about that? That's the one. That's one where Lawrence Fishburne, where it's like a ship, it comes back and like the crew is dead or they're fused in with something. Yeah, that's like a early 2000s movie. Yeah, and I'm not sure the whole premise.
I love it. Those are good movies. All those kind of sci-fi movies like that.
Yeah.
And I think that there is like some truth to all those.
It has to be. Like, cause how is all this just like it's coming to pass? Or we just hearing about things in the wind?
Yeah, I think that there's like a collective consciousness that we don't truly understand yet. But I think that like you and I are connected in some way through like this mental connection that we don't really understand. But I think that whenever we create like a new technology or a new idea comes into the collective consciousness, that we can also manifest that into reality. Like someone can actually build that. So the fact that we're even having these thoughts means that there's probably someone that's already built it.
Higher frequencies.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Who knows? So how'd you get from military to comedy?
So comedy is something that's been all around me, and I've always loved just the idea of just having fun and being silly. And my mom, ironically, had a lot of stand-up in the house. So Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy, and shit, I'm a latchkey kid. So I was home alone watching all these stand-ups.
What does that mean?
Oh, meaning my mom would work at night and I would have a key. So when I get off from school, I go home and, you know, make sure you put the latch on the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What'd you call it again?
Latchkey kid.
Latchkey kid. Okay, okay.
Yeah, but so my first time like performing in front of an audience was when I was in boot camp. Like, cause I used to mimic the RDC and everybody would laugh, da da da. So this one time I was mimicking him, and like the dudes was laughing, and then they stopped laughing, and he was right behind me. Mm-hmm. So he brought me into the room, and he was like, "All right, look, you come in here and like you do it for this other guy." So I did it, and the guy had laughed, and he took me all around different departments and made me emulate him. Mm-hmm. And once we got back,
he wasn't mad at you.
No, but he acted like he was mad. It was like, oh, whatever the fuck. And when we got back, he was like, all right, listen, don't do this outside of this command. But yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I like the way this feels, So it took me a while, like probably in 2017 is when I started to think about it. So, I would go to the open mics, watch. I saw Neil Brennan live at the Howlin' Wolf. And I didn't start until during the pandemic around like 2021 or 2022. Mm-hmm. Like, and I would start. So you get nervous, be like, oh man, I don't really know. Like, And last year was my most consistent because I quit my job and I was like, man, I got to at least try to make myself happy. Like, cause I'm used to doing everything the right way. Just like, okay, I'm going to save my money. I'm gonna give me a property. I'm gonna take care of my mom. I'm gonna do all this different stuff. And I was just working a job that I hated. And man, when you feel like you have to be the diet version of yourself on a job, and you just feel like I should be doing a lot more versus just like, all right, I'm working a 9 to 5 and I'm grinding, but I'm miserable. Like, cause it's all of these rules. Like, basically what happened is it was a new manager that took over my department. Like, I used to work on the river, and I transitioned into being a lab technician. And he was a new manager that took over, and he would just apply more rules. And then I had to have like a 3-prong job where my job would be, I would be testing metals and minerals in a lab, which is like easy ass work. But then they would want me to train in the sample prep and train on the wet side of the lab, which is like dealing with the harsh like chemicals and Breaking Bad and all that type of shit. And it was just a lot. I was just like, man, okay. Me and the manager had a spat, and he talked to me kind of crazy, and I kept my cool. But by like Sunday, I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do this shit no more. So I just left. And
yeah, bad management definitely drives off good employees.
Yeah. And he was a cool dude, but I just felt like he wasn't listening when I was informing him, like, listen, I'm working with these women and these bitches don't like each other. And when I started to work with them, that's when they became best friends. So I was like, okay, this is weird. And the girl that was training me had a weird way of training, yada, yada, yada. And she would just report me that I was taking breaks, but the breaks had to do with me doing my work. So we would digest samples with chemicals on a hot plate. Certain ones, it take longer than others. So if I'm taking a break in between there, like, it's justified. So she just basically, she kept reporting me over and over. And the manager, he kept having to have meetings with me. And I was just like, man, yeah, they trying to phase me out. So I'm just like, I'm just get the fuck on, you know what I'm saying? So, but sorry, went on a tangent. But 2017 is when I thought about it. I started it probably 2022, and 2023 was my most consistent, and how Whereas I felt like I was making strides. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now you're just gonna go from there, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about starting a little podcast and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gonna do that soon?
Yeah. It's not gonna be a podcast where it's like, hey guys, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about the world. Mine's just gonna be like small blurbs I get from freaking comedians where it's a line of questioning, then that's it. So it'll probably be like a minute or 2 minutes. That's it.
I think that's the way to go nowadays. Short form content wins always. Mm-hmm. Even if I took these podcasts right here and chopped them up and made short form content with them and put them out there, I know that would definitely grow the podcast way more, but it just takes an amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even it's not the work aspect of it. The work aspect is pretty fucking easy. Like you just basically throw it in an editor, chop it up.
Okay.
But the amount of time that it takes to do all that stuff, and I just don't have it when I'm doing all this stuff right here.
Yeah, because you manage the bar and you do some other stuff also.
Yeah,
right?
I do all kind of stuff, man.
All right, so you're a Renaissance man.
A busy man.
Yeah.
This is fun for me though. Like a lot of people ask, like, how many people do you have following and stuff? I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. Like I love doing this. I get to sit down and chat with people like you. Like you and I would never get a chance to sit down and talk for 2 hours or an hour and a half, whatever it's going to be.
Right.
So this is a really nice way to meet people and just learn about people. And I'll tell you another cool thing that it does is I have a niece and a nephew, and they're not from here. They're from back where I'm from.
Arkansas,
yeah. And they, I'm not around them because I'm down here doing this thing. So this is a cool way for me to kind of archive, what I've been doing. Yeah. For them, if they ever want to come watch them, like they might not ever have to watch them, but this is a really nice way for me to archive these things. Yeah.
It's like you're building a catalog of memories.
Yeah. And it also does something for you guys because it gives you footage to post for yourself. So if you did want to take these videos and you want to cut them up and post them on your social media.
That's exactly what I was going to do. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. Knox Ketchum, a really, really nice musician who's in town, who's growing awesome. The guy's fucking music is amazing. Shouts out Knox.
Yeah. I've seen his promo.
Yeah, his poster up there.
Right?
Yeah, no, I fucking love that guy. Like he's going places big time. But he's one of the guys. He does that. He takes all the podcasts you do. He chops them up, sticks them on his social media to grow himself. And I think that's a good tool.
Smart. Yes, that's the. I'm not sure if Rogan started it, but he does it with his podcast. So
he's definitely leading the way on this stuff. I heard he just signed a new deal with Spotify. 210 million. Yeah. So $250,000.
Fuck.
And he doesn't even have to strictly post on their website now. He can also post his videos back on YouTube.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's a good deal for him. Very lucrative deal.
Yeah. So I think what Spotify was doing is they was just trying to corner the market, which is the reason why they gave him all that money and wanted him to have it exclusively there. Then eventually he come back around and like, all right, you could do whatever you want. Now, they've built out their catalog for podcasting.
Well, see, I've caught myself not even listening to this podcast anymore now that it's on Spotify.
Yeah.
I used to put it on YouTube and like watch the video on YouTube.
Yeah. That's all I do is YouTube.
Yeah, that was when I used to listen to him. But now that it wasn't on YouTube, I stopped even listening to it. Because I don't listen to, if I'm going to like put my headphones in, it's music. Like I'm not listening to podcasts on there.
Yeah.
Just personal preference.
Yeah. My partner's cousin, he put me on Rogan back in like 2011, maybe 2012.
It's crazy he's been doing it that long.
Yeah. He been doing it since like what? 2009, huh?
Or he was like one of the first.
Yeah.
His old podcast, if you can actually scrape them up and find them, like they're shitty. They're just like in the back of a comedy club with him and his buddies, microphone sitting at the table and they're chatting. So I mean, like a lot of people think they have to have the best stuff ever to start a podcast. It's like, no, just get started.
Yeah.
Like whenever I started this one, we didn't have the nice camera. We didn't have like the best mics. I've slowly upgraded over time.
Right. What kind of camera is that?
That is the what is it? The Osmo. Osmo 3. Yeah, I purchased that. I guess like 5 months ago or something like that. Yeah, so it's a fairly recent purchase for us, and it's really good footage. So yeah, I highly recommend it if anyone's out there. It's very easy to use camera. It also connects to the iPhone.
Great.
So you can see all your footage on the iPhone. You can actually move the camera with the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the what is it? It's not a split screen, but it's I know when they're recording the big ones like Flagrant or Brilliant Idiots, they have like a guy that's running it where they'll
it's a
cuts.
gimbal.
Yeah, gimbal. Yes,
so it's a gimbal movement, and it also face tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like on stage and you're performing, and I have the camera, I can draw a box around your face, and
it'll just move with you.
It'll track your face, and it'll move with you as you're walking around.
Mm-hmm. Great, man. Yeah, man.
Cool little purchase.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. Definitely. You know what I mean?
And then this stuff right here, I think for our mics and stuff, this is only like $200 for the mics and crap. They're not the top of the line mics. Like most people use Shure mics.
Yeah.
But clearly these work.
Yeah. Shure is like the podcasting mic now. They actually have a podcast mic now. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like $300-$400 for a Shure mic though.
Yeah, I'm straight on that shit.
Yeah, no, me too. That's what I said. You don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Like this right here does great stuff. I think the most expensive thing here was that board down there.
Is that like a mixing board?
Yeah, it's Rodecaster Pro.
Okay.
I want to say that was like $800. But it's very user friendly.
Yeah.
So when I first started doing this, I didn't have a clue how to work any of this shit. And I was like, I need the dummy proof.
Did you go to YouTube?
I actually had a buddy that already had a podcast.
Okay, great.
So he learned all this shit before me. And then I just went to him and was like, yo, teach me.
Cheat code.
Yeah. And he got me started. And since then, we've been doing it.
Oh, man, that's great. What's the name of his podcast?
Well, he's actually quit doing his podcast now. But it was something talking with AT.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why that was the name of it. I think his like middle name starts with a T, but his name's Adam Hensley.
Adam. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Adam Hensley. He's also an actor friend of mine. He recently moved to New York City, so he's no longer with us in the
physical form.
He's no longer with us in the New Orleans area.
Okay.
He's now in the Big Apple.
Trying to take a bite and hopefully not get a worm.
Dude, I feel like there's no way it's fun to live up there.
Yeah. My little cousin is in Brooklyn. He works in finance, and this motherfucker living in a matchbox with roommates.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man, shit, it was always my dream to go to New York when I was younger. And I went while I was in the military during Fleet Week, which is like a celebration of the military and all that type of shit. You're supposed to get free beer and all that type of shit, but ain't none of that shit happening to us. We was just in Queens, Manhattan, and just like roaming around with the folks that was from New York that was in the military. And
if you were in Manhattan, you ain't getting shit for free.
Hell fucking nah, man.
That's where the rich people are.
Yeah. Nah, but we was in Harlem, Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. And I was like, this is nice. It feels like I can bust raps on the corner. But yeah, it's just like I'm straight on that living. Like I'm straight on not getting more money for my property. More space for my property. You know?
Yeah, that's like most cities are dirty.
Yeah.
Like this is a dirty city. New York's a dirty city. But the cool thing about this city as opposed to New York is there's not as many people and we have space.
Yes.
In New York City, there's just people on top of people and everything goes up because there is no space to move around. So that makes it even worse in my opinion. Been there a handful of times. Not a fan. Definitely couldn't live there.
Hell nah, bro. Like so Brooklyn and Queens I like because of the culture and the foods and all that stuff, but I don't know if I can like raise a kid there or just live there on a daily, bro. It's just like, man, it's too much going on, you know? So yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I think some people live there because it gives them a sense of like anonymity. Like here, it's really easy to know a lot of people.
It is.
But if you go to a place like New York, you're going to like blend in the background. And I think it's nice to know people because if you know people and something bad happens and you can be like, hey, I need help with this.
Right. Help.
Yeah.
Versus in New York, you got to figure that shit the fuck out.
Yeah. People in there, like they're very apprehensive. I was on the subway one time and I was trying to figure it out and it was confusing to me, an outsider.
Yeah.
And there was a guy.
That shit is though.
Yeah. Very confusing. And I was trying to figure out if I was going to the right stop or not. And I'm like looking around, everyone's just kind of in their own world, you know, their heads down. And I finally leaned over to this guy and I was like, hey man, can you tell me if I'm going to the right place? And he's like, Like no one had ever spoken to him, right?
He's like, you're talking to me?
Yeah. And he was very weirded out, but that I was even speaking to him. And he's like, bro, I just moved here too. So I'm really not 100% sure either. But he said that looks right to me.
That's what.
So he had just moved there too. So he was relatively new, but he was already like acclimated to that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm in my own bubble kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I'm straight on that fucking New York shit, man.
We've had several comedians actually leave and go to New York.
Yeah.
It's fun to follow them though, because see what they're doing and stuff. Mm-hmm. But and it's, like I said, some people like that kind of stuff. Yeah,
because I think in New York you get a lot of mics, but from what I've been hearing from the comedians that are from New York, you have to pay money for the mics.
I've heard this, yeah.
So I was like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know, and you don't really know if somebody gonna see you. Like, man, nobody got time for all that shit, bro.
Well, so we had one comedian go to New York, not New York, but Chicago a while back. And he was basically saying that every mic you go to, you have to have like bring people with you.
So a bringer show, that's what they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Basically, for you to get, anytime you have to bring at least 2 or 3 people. And so they can, you know, buy drinks at the bar and all that shit. Like, I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck? You know?
That just places a larger burden on the comedian too. Like it's one thing to go out and get on stage. Like that's a lot, but to go out to try to find people to bring to the set with you. Like I get that the bar is trying to make money.
Right.
But if you really just want to help people grow and let them like work out the stuff on the mic, then that's not, it shouldn't be a rule in my opinion.
Yeah. Cause it's like, if the comedy is good, it's going to bring in the people.
Yeah.
You know, and I think just barking, meaning like, you know, you see the people on the street and let them know, hey, there's a comedy show that's going on here. You know, you want to come out? You know, I think that helps, which I don't see that a lot at the mics, but some people do it. But yeah, that also helps.
Dude, we've had some nights here where this entire fucking place has just been standing room only. Damn. And the comedians have been going on. It's really cool to see when that's happening. Alex Curo, you know him?
Yeah, he used to work with Marcus. Right?
Yeah, he was hosting the mic at one point in time. And whenever he was hosting one time, I'll never forget, it was a standing room only, and this girl was talking during all the sets, and he gets on stage in between 2 comedians and just let this girl fucking have it, dude.
That's what you got to do. Bro, neutralize the threat.
She got up and she left the building.
Good.
I was like, and everyone clapped too after she did it. It was great. Shouts out Alex. He's doing big things right now with Matt Rife.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Those guys are murdering.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's what you gotta do. Like, sometimes you gotta shoot a hostage, man. Yeah, cause like you end up and it's always something that's amazing to see. Cause sometimes it's like levels to the hecklers. Sometimes it'll just be somebody that's drunk and they don't really know what they doing. Like, you know, and if you touch them a little bit, you know, they'll stop. But sometimes you got the motherfuckers that want to be a part of the show. I'm like, bro, just get your ass on stage, man.
Yeah, do some time.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stop disrupting all of the fucking comedians. And that's usually what a host is supposed to do. Are they supposed to freaking corral everybody and neutralize the threat? So yeah, it's wild.
So man, how do you feel about Mardi Gras right now? You got some traffic today when you got here?
No, because I went.
You know, the back roads.
Yeah. And I'm not really a big fan of Mardi Gras. I got lost when I was 10 years old. And it was a traumatic experience.
What do you mean you got lost?
I got lost at a parade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Impossible to find you.
Bruh. So I want to say it was like 94 maybe. And we was downtown, which is the reason why I got an aversion of downtown now. But so I'm at the parade and I'm with my cousins and the adults are somewhere else, like further up. And I just got swallowed in like the sea up, swallowed like that, like that fucking that TD Jakes meme. I don't know if you saw it. All right, so it's a meme where TD Jakes is like, have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever went through a time of swallowing? All right, sorry. So I got like swallowed up in the sea of legs, and man, I panicked. I was crying hysterically. I went to like a fucking police officer, and
Well, at least you had the wherewithal to go to a police officer.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can't find my mom. Like, da-da-da-da. So they took me back to the station. And I was just fucking hysterical. And the thing that pissed me off the most is when my mom arrived, she was calm as a motherfucker. And I was like, I know this bitch don't love me. I was like, what's up, man? But sooner or later, like later on when I was older, she was like, no, I was just as disheveled as you, but I couldn't let you know all of that. She didn't want to let me see her in a panic mode.
She's being strong for you.
Yeah. So since then, like I probably went to a parade when I was in high school. I probably went when I got back from the Navy. And this year, I'm going to try to go for Metairie. But I'm not like really like a fan of it like that. But I've had good...
Is that a parade material?
Huh? Well...
Oh, no, you're going to go for your comedy material.
Yeah. So
Which one are you going to go
to? I don't know yet. That's the thing.
Look, if you go to Zulu, you got to catch me a coconut.
Yeah, Zulu is up under the bridge, I think.
I got 3 coconuts up there. I need one for this year.
Where they at?
They're up there somewhere. Unless somebody snatched them.
They must be on the other side.
They might be behind.
Okay.
I mean, somebody might have stolen them. I don't fucking know.
Shit, like, man, fuck that. You don't need this up on threat.
We used to have, there's a guy that lives around here, and he's like part of the Zulu, and he loves to come here. So every year he brings us a new coconut. Yeah, but
my dad used to be a part of Zulu.
Mm-hmm.
Like second lines, all that shit, yada. And I remember the first time I went to a second line, I was like, why does it look like everybody is like stumping roaches to a beat?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man, in my opinion, second line dancing looks like what happens when you give black people hopscotch.
Okay.
Yeah, because it just like doing all that.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
No, it is.
I'm not a fan of Mardi Gras at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of the parades. I've been to 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Worked in the French Quarter for 3 years, bartending.
What
I think that's what ruined me for Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to ride a parade down Bourbon Street one time. That was a blast. So that was a cool experience. But as far as like working down there for Mardi Gras, it'll ruin you.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see one time. Recommend coming one time to see it. But as far as me living here now, people ask me, are you doing this? I'm like, no, I'm going home and going to sleep.
Yeah, I don't got time for that shit.
No.
Yeah, because I used to work at the Metro in like 2010 to 2011. And just trying to get around a parade just to get to work.
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah, that shit. Man, I would have to go all the way to the West Bank, then come back and get off at Chapatoodles just so I get to work.
Yeah, we had a party here yesterday at the bar at 1 p.m. And the guy who was supposed to be, running the party, he calls me at about 10 till 1. And he's like, dude, I'm trapped at the parade. He's like, how do I get around it? And I'm like, bro, you're going to have to drive all the way down the street.
Yep.
You're going to have to go around the parade and then come back up. And you don't even go down the street and go around the parade. You have to go down the street around the floats because the floats are already lined up getting ready to go. And I heard they had some issues with hitting trees this year. So they were
the parades?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think it was Friday night. They had some issues with hitting some trees, the floats did. So it backed up the parades for like hours.
Wow. Man, I went to an open mic Friday. Was nobody at that motherfucker. I was like, oh wow. And it was
Which one was it? Where was it?
It was Ugly Dog.
Okay.
That's ran by Ryan Rogers, but he's they don't do he doesn't do any stand up doing Mardi Gras. So he was a guest host. I think he's on like tour or whatever. So but
I mean, it's probably a good time to go on tour because everyone here is partying. They're not going to stand up and stuff.
Yeah, they're not trying to watch no fucking stand up, man. And it was literally 2 people in the audience. The rest of the motherfuckers was comics. So I went up first and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then I went over to the Dragon's Den for comedy. Fuck yeah. They had a guy from Canada. His name is Trix. He was there and he was murdering. You know what I'm saying? Like 40 minutes of crowd work. I was like, God damn. I was like, motherfucker got a long way to go. Shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, But yeah, I ain't got time for that fucking parade shit. Trying to figure out routes and like I've seen crazy shit happen at a parade. I seen motherfuckers get jumped, shot. Man, it's like titties, of course, which is always amazing. But it's just like I just don't like that chaos. Like I'm just like, man, I don't know where anything is gonna come from, man. And it just makes my fucking anxiety go up. You know what I mean?
I think it's just a logical and rational human being. You know that when you get around large groups of people, bad things happen.
Yes. And you don't know where it's gonna come. It's like, yeah, you can have a feeling like, all right, man, I feel like something is gonna happen. But it's like you don't really know. So yeah, I'm a fan of giving a Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just be there and bounce. Be like, all right, I don't know what happened around. I'm gone, bro. Shit, I'm already at the house. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, man, but I don't think I'm gonna do no Mardi Gras this year. You know, I don't know. I might, maybe a Zulu.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you got what, a week left?
Yeah.
Week more Mardi Gras?
Yeah, because I actually have a show that I'm producing not next week, the week after. Well, the show is on the 16th, Valentine's Day weekend. It's called the Love Jones and Laughter Comedy Show. We have a headliner that's from Chicago. Her name is Just Niche. And it's going to be me, a guy named D-Rock that's from Baton Rouge, Kika, you already know, Taj Washington, Shep Kelly, Will Merrow, and I think it's going to be a good show, bro.
Yeah. Where's it at?
The Howlin' Wolf.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for 9 p.m. And if you guys want to come, I don't know what time, I don't know when it's going to be out, but, you know, show starts at 9. The tickets are $25 for general admission, $45 to $65 for VIP with a special lovers package for the lovers. So you can, you can cap off that night right.
What do you get with the lovers package?
You get flowers, candy, maybe a bear.
Nice.
A Care Bear. And you get front row seating. So, yeah.
Nice.
I think it'll be a good show. Then I'm on Joe Topi's show that's on the 15th. It's The 7 Deadly Sins, and mine's is Wrath.
Why didn't he fucking say that today in the podcast?
Because comedians don't know how to fucking promote.
Idiot.
But yeah, he has a show that's on the 15th called The 7 Deadly Sins, and 7 comedians have sin. Mine's is Wrath, which goes with my IG name. Pardon my wrath. If you want to follow me, Ralph Morris. All right, sorry, but
you have to write material around your sin.
Yeah, and I got some shit that I could pull from. Yeah, I got some shit that I could pull from because I've been married and all that shit. So like, yeah, I got a lot of dark shit I could pull from. So
nice. Anything else you want to tell the camera today?
Black Power is Black History Month. It's Black History Month. Shit. I actually got racially profiled at a smoke shop, which lets me know I probably need to stop smoking.
Wait, racially profiled from like Arabs?
The cashier. So I went in.
Which was a white, black? Which
was an Arab.
Okay, there you go.
And there was a white woman in front of me, and I have this like bottle in my hand, and it's like one of those like metal ones, and there's a white woman in front of me.
I had a 40 in my hand. She racially profiled me.
Right. So this motherfucker was like, so like I go up to the cashier, and I'm like swinging the bottle like this. He's like, "Whoa, you scared of me, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, like you at the airport after 9/11."
Oh.
And he was like, "No, I'm just saying, man." So now,
How would you shake in a bottle scare him?
It was like a metal, like it was those metal, like a canister. But I was like, dude, like I'm like, granted, I was dressed in all black and I had on a ski mask and I had a nice.
Oh yeah.
But no, but I was dressed in all black. But I was like, dog, I fucking had on shorts. Who gonna rob a motherfucker with shorts on? Like, you can fucking identify me by my legs.
Whoa,
like,
that's actually not a bad idea though. Easy getaway. Like if you have pants on, you might trip over your pants.
Whoa, right.
So from now on out, when you guys try to rob somebody, make sure you wear your shorts and your sneakers.
Yeah. And what fucked me up about it was I was like, bro, you saw me before, dude. Like I've been out here. And it's like, and then I had to like rationalize after the fact. I was like, man, maybe this motherfucker been robbed for da-da-da-da.
He's probably just fucking with you.
Dude, he was serious.
He didn't recognize you? Have you been there before?
Yes.
Well, it's stereotypical, you know, all black people look like, right?
Yeah, and they all rob smoke shops, right?
That's a bad, if I was going to rob somewhere, I don't think that's where I would rob.
I'm not going to rob a fucking smoke. What I'm going to steal vapes and sell them on a fucking corner?
A lot of people do that shit, man.
I ain't got time to steal no. First of all, if I'm going to go to jail, I'm going to go to jail for a crime that's worthy.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm not about to fucking steal vapes. It's like, man, that's stupid.
We're going to go to fucking Planned Parenthood and we're stealing all the Plan B they fucking have.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To make a fucking smoothie for these bitches and be like, look, we just selling it in little liquid.
$50 a pop, son.
Facts. Yeah. It was like, listen, you'll never have that baby, bitch.
That's a good hustle.
Hell yeah. 50. Wow. Planned Parenthood stealing that and what's the little suction thing they use for fucking abortions? Like, you know, we could do them on the corner. Just suck them babies right out.
Is that it? Can you get those too?
I'm pretty sure you can at a fucking Planned Parenthood.
They have those disposable too? I didn't know that.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, you just have a what it is, a biohazard bag. And you just, you know, like, I'm running abortions for the low.
Shit, we'll even take the fucking baby parts and sell those shits too.
Black market. Ironically, it would be the black market. Why it's not the white market? Huh?
Is there a white market? Is that just the regular market?
Yeah. That sounds fitting. See that? The white market is the regular market, but the black market is nefarious. Disrespect.
I like the black market better, actually.
Yeah, because you can get all of the shit that you really want, like
get the good
Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Fucking Quaaludes, fucking, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Ralph Morris, thank you for coming in, my man.
You're welcome, man. And I appreciate this experience, you know, and I appreciate your headband being how it is, snug on your head.
We'll do it again, man.
Thank you. Cut.